All right, my friends, look, let's get straight into it, okay? I think we should ban keeping dogs as pets for good for everyone across the board. And let me tell you why. There are some people that look after their pets, their dogs, their animals, better than they'll look after their own kids. Okay, I've seen some people treat their dogs incredibly well. They get to sleep on the beds, the sofas, they get all the best foods, they get raw diets, they get pampered beyond belief. And that's amazing, and you love to see it. Okay, there's people that love their dogs just more than you could ever imagine. But there are some people that don't keep them very well. There's some people that neglect their dogs. There's some people that don't give them the right diet. There's some people that let their dogs get obese. And just, you've got animal shelters just full of rescue dogs that people aren't looking after, that have been neglected, that have had bad lives. So, we should stop breeding dogs for sale as pets, but also we should stop keeping them as pets in general. And I think that's because the small minority ruin it for the vast majority. Okay, if a few people can't look after their dogs properly, no one should have access to them. We shouldn't be able to have dogs as pets. I don't think it's right, and there should be a blanket ban across the board because people clearly can't be trusted. Okay, I'm going to give you a second there. In actual fact, how unbelievably ridiculous did that sound? You're ruining the video, sweetheart. Come here. How unbelievably stupid did that sound? Okay, how uninformed and uneducated did that sound? We should blanket ban every single one of them because people can't be trusted. What a ridiculous statement. Here's the problem though. That is what we as reptile keepers are facing on a daily basis. There are people using reasons like that. The fact that there's some that are being neglected, there's some that are being overbred, there's some that aren't being kept in the right enclosures and we can't be trusted, so we must be... We are facing that on a daily basis. And unfortunately, it's being listened to. That is the worst part. So yes, before you start sending for me in the comments and saying you're ridiculous, that's a ridiculous way of thinking, shame on you, I love my dog more than you could ever love your children. Listen, it was a ridiculous statement, it was attention grabbing, but there's a point to it, okay? Obviously I don't think we should ban keeping dogs, as you saw by I'm not giving up either. You can bet on that for free. This is mainly one to hit home with the non-reptile keepers. This is what we have to face, okay? If you have reptile keepers in your life, friends, family, anything like that, co-workers, people that you know that keep reptiles, this is something that we are unfortunately having to face, okay? If someone came up to you and said, listen, there's a potential ban coming in on dogs because there are people that don't look after them properly, you'd be fuming. You'd be making petitions, you'd be signing petitions, you'd be doing things like that, you'd be research papers, you'd be trying to help contribute any way you can. You know, you don't have the right to take my animals from me, I'm a good keeper, I'm a good pet owner, blah blah blah. And it's true, but that's what we're facing, my friends, unfortunately. That is what we as reptile keepers are facing on a daily basis. Now, how can we help? What can we do to fight against this potential injustice? At time of recording, it is late February 2025, okay? Responsible Reptile Keeping are running a worldwide super survey, anonymous. You don't have to put any information in of yourself or anything like that. They want to know, are you keeping reptiles? Which reptiles are you keeping? How long have you kept them? How old are they? Are they things are so the things that people keep trying to attack through law, through legalities, and trying to get us to have laws passed to stop these animals, responsible reptile keeping are collecting data so that they can go back to these aunties and those in the courts that are trying to pass legislation where we can't keep these animals and say, right, according to you, 50% of these animals die in the first year. Here's a worldwide data survey for that. It's not true. In actual fact, I've just double checked my sources. They're not trying to say that 50% of reptiles die within the first year. They're saying 75% die within the first year. There's not a single reptile. Nope, tell a lie, there is. The two Akis are within a year old, but I can promise you they're doing really well. Every other animal in this room is over a year old. Crested gecko, he's about 5 or 6 years old. This snake, the baby banana royal, 2 years old-ish, give or take. Milk snake, she's a rescue. She's at least 9 or 10 years old. There's a royal python down there. She's at least 3 or 4 years old. The tokay geckos, one of them's at least a year and a half old. Delta, I believe, is about 3. Akis, the roughneck monitors. I know for a fact Ragnar is at least 5 years old. Dagger, I think, is 6 years old. Okay, there's more snakes over there. Josie the royal, she's a wild type royal python. She is, we want to say, a minimum of 10 years old as well. She was a rescue. My leopard gecko, 3-4 years old. My other royal python there. This is why, and that's just my room. I've not been keeping that long, okay? 5 years? 4 or 5 years? I know people that have kept animals for 20 plus years and have still got some of the same animals. Now here's another one for you that I'm going to put similar to the dog keeping thing, okay? A lot of people will tell you that keeping a dog or having a dog has saved their life. It's their best friend. This dog has helped see them through the darkest periods of time. It's helped them overcome anxiety, depression, and things like that, which is true. I'm taking nothing away from that, by the way. I know people that have had the same experiences with reptiles. I quite literally know people, I'm not going to name them for obvious reasons, know people that have had their lives saved because they get to go home to their reptiles. Now, non-reptile people are going to hear that and go, it's ridiculous. What do you mean you're going to go home to an animal that doesn't want to be pet or doesn't want to cuddle and can't sleep in your bed? It's not about that. It's the care, it's the love, it's the enjoyment of caring for such incredible animals and just knowing that they're there at the end of the day. So yes, it's important. So all this goes back to the Responsible Reptile Keeping Worldwide Super Survey, which I'm going to link in the description. Okay? Please go and do it. Every single reptile keeper out there, please go and fill it out. It really doesn't take long. It really does. I did it. I think I've got around about 20 animals. It took me about 5 minutes. Okay, obviously the more animals you've got, the longer it'll take, the less the blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to teach you to suck eggs. It's so important that they get this information because it really is going to help the hobby and help keep it safer, because there are people out there that are trying to take it from us. That's not an exaggeration. Now, at the same time as that, there are prizes, I believe. So if you sign up and you do the survey, I think you are entered into a prize draw. There's a first, second, third money prizes. It's not why we should be doing it. You should be doing it for the love of the hobby and to keep these animals safe away from prying hands. But obviously a little bit of money is an incentive as well. Of course it is. So with that being said, my friends, no, obviously I don't want dogs to be banned. But I also don't want my reptiles to be banned, okay? This in here, this reptile room is my safe space, my happy place. This is where I love to be. This is where I do my best work. I mean, there's a secret project down here coming soon. I'm not showing you now. Please check out Responsible Reptile Keeping, follow them, subscribe to all of their channels, which again will be linked below. Sign up if you can. It is quite, there's varying tiers, but it can be quite even the lowest tiers will go a long way to help. Okay, And once again, whatever money this video makes through ad revenue, through super chats, anything like that is going straight to responsible reptile keeping. I'm not keeping a penny from this video. If it does go viral and it ends up making, you know, like $1,000, maybe I'll ask if I could. No, I'm just the money will go to responsible reptile keeping to help fight the good fight and keep our animals safe. All right, so I'm hoping that got my point across, to be honest with you. I'd like to think it did. Yes, I think I've made my point. I think that's quite clear. I don't want to ban the keeping of dogs. I was just trying to grab your attention, but show you that's the harsh reality that we as reptile keepers are facing. Hey, please go and follow responsible reptile keeping. Sign up, subscribe, donate, fill out the survey, all of that. Other than that, my friends, I think that'll do for this one. So, that aside, if you want to keep up to date with everything that's going on with me, as well as obviously what's going on in the reptile hobby, please consider liking the video, commenting, sharing the video. Actually, yeah, that's a good one. Please share this video because it's hopefully going to grab more people, which will be really, really helpful. So yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.